All right, hello and welcome. My name is Doyle Buehler, and I'm on a book challenge. I'm writing my second book, and this one's on digital disruption. And basically, it comes down to, I believe that you don't need to be a startup, you don't need to be Uber, Facebook, or Tesla to be able to disrupt your industry and your market and that sort of thing. And I want to show businesses how they can actually create that digital disruption with a proper methodology and a proper focus as well. So that's what the concept of the book is giving those tools, presenting it in a manner that you can actually take these steps, these processes, these strategies, and being able to disrupt your industry at the end of the day, which is obviously very important. So I'm going to show you how to leverage that. The book challenge itself, if you're just catching up, I'm producing a number of topics. I'm writing them out, posting them, creating a quick little video, and then wanting to talk about them. So if you have any feedback, if you have any insights, any ideas as well in terms of the content, would love to hear from you. As well, if you go to disruptors.digital, then I'll be providing some links and that sort of thing so to help you follow along with this process as well. So today I'm talking about topic number 7, which is your future is digital. And I know it might be like a hammer over the head, right? We know that, and I'm not saying nobody does, but what I am saying is that we need to understand that your future is digital. It's about taking these pieces. A lot of it is already there, but we need to be able to take these pieces. We need to be able to take the technology. We need to be able to understand how to actually create those connections with your audience. And that's where business is going to lie. So it's not just it's not just having a website either. It's building in all these different pieces of your entire digital ecosystem that is super, super critical. So the businesses that don't build a website, well, I believe that websites probably won't be around 5-10 years type thing. It's going to be completely different. It's going to be more mobile. It's going to be kind of having everything together in one spot, more integration and that sort of thing. But in the meantime, success or failure is not going to be because you have a website or not, but today it is, and that's what's really important. And sort of what's the next step, and you kind of have to decide when are you going to jump on that train to be able to grow that business, grow those sales, grow those leads, and that sort of thing. So you have to be prepared for risk. You have to be prepared for what's going to happen next, but you also have to be prepared for what can I be doing differently, and are you just going to kind of follow along, or are you going to lead that process as well? So you have to sort of take digital serious. And there's also been a lot of discussion about, well, should we really even call it digital because it's so sort of part of it. And I believe that you still do, because you have to be able to communicate that to your customer. If you're, it's a huge part of what you do, and if you're not sort of defining it, if you're not delineating it, it just kind of gets lost in the shuffle as well. So making sure that you build out a digital ecosystem, a digital platform that allows you to engage and interact on that ecosystem with your audience. Because if you don't have that, you're not going to have customers, you're not going to have a business. So what I felt was really important in the future of digital is understanding that yes, there's going to be continuous change, understanding that there's going to be a continuous process as well. And one thing that we forget quite often is, do I have a sense of urgency? Taking a look at the customer needs and the value, opportunity costs, and then kind of how we put all these together. So I'll quickly go through these just to kind of point them out. But continuous change, right? Number one, what's happening with the world? Well, guess what? It's not slowing down. So you need to be able to address that. You need to be able to harness that as well. Understand that you need to build that into your culture. You need to build that into how you actually do business and how you grow new business as well. So can you adapt to continuous change? Yes, you can, but you have to have these pieces in place, and that's kind of where I'm going with. This is how you can create disruption rather in your industry as well. So change is coming. It is here all the time. You need to be able to have the tools and the pieces to be able to put it together. Continuous process, again, understanding that, hey, things are going to continue to move forward. You have to have a process that helps you build that. It helps you, it makes your job easier. It creates that, it leverages those technologies that you'll need to use now and into the future as well. So making sure that you understand that it is a continuous process. You need to be able to deliver that value as well. And delivering it sort of on your business, not just in your business as well. So understand that. Third one, sense of urgency, right? We kind of get lost, again, myself included, working in our business instead of on our business. And I know everybody's heard that a lot, but to quote my dad, he always used to tell me three things. Those, three types of people in the world, right? Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wonder what happened, right? And obviously, if you're in business, you're one of those people that are, making things happen, which is important. But the fact is that sometimes we kind of feel that, oh, well, I'm not sure how to do this, or I don't know what to do next, or that sort of thing. So we kind of leave it, and then it's like the sense of urgency drops and drops and drops. And next thing you know, it's the same old, same old. We're struggling. We don't have clients, we don't have business, we don't have an audience, you name it. So if you can actually build in a sense of urgency that says, hey, I need to do this, I need to be able to provide this value online in the digital space, then that's really, really important. And there are a lot of displacing technologies coming. And have you looked at how those can actually help you? Artificial intelligence, chatbots, Internet of Things. How do I connect? The technical side of things, but also, again, as I talk about a lot, is how do I connect the audience side of things as well? And so you can't sort of lose sight of that. So you need to be able to up that game, up that sense of urgency. Otherwise, you are going to fall back, because there is a lot coming. Not trying to scare you, but there is a technological change, audience changes, that sort of thing. So you need to be able to, say, ride this wave and move it fast and forward as quickly as you can as well. The next point, adapt to customers' needs of intrinsic value. What's really important is that you need to adapt. Your customers are going to be looking for different things. Your audience is going to be looking for different things. So you need to be able to deliver that, and you need to understand that they want something. It's what's in it for me type thing. So if you can understand that, if you can deliver that, then that's something that you'll be able to benefit from as well. So adapt. You need to be able to, failure to adapt is adapting to fail, as I think the quote goes. So are your customers going to change? Yes. All right. So what do you need to do to sort of anticipate that change, to understand that this is coming? How do I actually enable it? How do I understand, again, what technology that I use, and how do I create those pathways within my business as well? Opportunity cost is pretty big, because if you take a look at, what is it by developing, a digital platform, digital marketing, that sort of thing, what am I missing out on? Or the other way, if you don't, what potentially is available online? And there's a huge opportunity cost that a lot of businesses aren't looking at, because they haven't developed that focus, because they haven't understood that, hey, this is really important to be able to do. So take a look at, can I increase the value of the opportunities through such things as Facebook advertising and proper targeting, and proper development of your patterns and your processes as well. So if you are able to do that, then you'll be able to build up in that opportunity side of things as well. So, and that's basically it. So I wanted to quickly talk, this was a bit longer, but talking about your future is digital, right? And there is a lot of items that I can obviously talk about, but I had to narrow it down to a very small sliver of those. So the overall message is, you need to be ready. It's coming. It doesn't care who you are or what you do or what you did before. If you've been famous before or whatever, it's going to crush you. And if you can get in front of it, then that's where the disruption happens. So keep an open mind with that. So thank you very much for listening, for watching. If you do have any comments or feedback, I'd really appreciate it. Just get in touch with me. There's a number of ways to do that in the links. And thank you very much. And we'll see you online.